Governor General, Prime Minister, honored guests and friends, it is with the greatest respect that both my wife and I begin our visit to these homelands that have been lived in and cared for by indigenous peoples, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit, for thousands of years. We cannot thank you enough for your warm reception and those most generous words of welcome. Nor can I emphasize just how touched and delighted we were to be invited by the Government of Canada to join you as you celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee and her 70 years of service as sovereign. La Reine m'a demandé de vous transmettre
asked me to transmit to you
en cette année spéciale
his best wishes in this special year,
qu'elle éprouve pour le Canada
and with affection she has for
Tout au
Canada.
long de sa vie, et depuis
All
sa
through
toute
her
première
life,
visite ici en 1951,
she came
Sa
first in
Majesté s'est
1951.
profondément attachée au Canada.
She
Et
is
elle
attached to
s'estime
Canada,
extrêmement heureuse
and she's
d'avoir
very
rencontré
happy
tant de Canadiens et Canadiennes
for
de
all
tous les coins du
Canadians.
pays. Je sais que la
I
reine
know
garde
that the
un
Queen
souvenir particulièrement touchant de la
is
visite
touched
qu'elle a effectuée avec feu mon père, le duc
when
d'Édimbourg,
she came to
en
Canada with late my
1959,
father
au cours d'une tournée remarquable de 48
during
jours,
a
la plus
tour
longue
she did in
jamais
Canada.
effectuée. Sa Majesté
Her
avait alors
Majesty,
visité toutes les provinces.
she
et tous les
visited all
territoires.
provinces.
On that occasion, the Queen opened the St. Lawrence Seaway to commercial traffic in the presence of Prime Minister John Diefenbaker and the United States President Dwight D. Eisenhower. On a subsequent visit in 1982, she is recalled signing the proclamation of the Constitution Act alongside Prime Minister, your father, Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. At these defining moments, and many others like them, the Queen was with you as Canada's history was written. Pour ma part, le Canada et les Canadiens
Canada and
occupent
Canadians
une place très spéciale dans ma vie depuis
play
ma
a special
première
part
visite
in my
ici,
life.
il y a plus d'un
From my
demi-siècle.
first visit,
J'ai eu
more than
l'occasion
half a
de
century
visiter
ago,
toutes les provinces et tous les
I
territoires.
visited all
Et je garde un
provinces
souvenir
and territories,
impérissable
and I keep
des endroits remarquables
a very
que j'ai
good
appris à connaître.
souvenir of all
Les superbes
places,
forêts
remarkable
de la
places I visited,
Colombie-Britannique au littoral majestueux
from British
majestueux
Columbia
des
to the
Maritimes,
east,
en
in the
passant par la
Maritimes,
magnificence de l'Arctique.
with the magnificent
Above all,
Arctic.
time and again, I've seen what makes this country truly great. Her people and what they stand for. Outward-looking, big-hearted, and embodying Canada's inherently global values. As I get older, it is particularly heartwarming to see my children coming to know and to love this great country, just as the Queen and my late father have, and I and my wife in turn. As we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, it seems to me to be particularly apt that the unifying theme for the Platinum Jubilee is the celebration of people and service. Service to family, to community, and to country. If I may say so, this goes to the heart of what makes Canada so special, and what my family and I have long admired so greatly about this country. It is seen in acts of kindness every day in communities big and small, from coast to coast to coast, on the part of healthcare workers and first responders, teachers, community leaders, military personnel, and veterans. It is demonstrated by the many Canadians who have opened their homes to those seeking refuge from conflicts around the world. It is made manifest by Canada's determination to be a force for good in our world. En célébrant le jubilé,
by celebrating the Jubilee, we celebrate Canadian men and women, the diversity, generosity throughout the world.
Encore aujourd'hui,
even today,
vous défendez la liberté et vous vous opposez à la tyrannie.
You are a people of freedom and you oppose tyranny. And you've done it in the past and you do it again. And you play a very important role in the world. Always at the front, at the fight of all problems in this era. For example, as invasion by Russia and other. And for the fight of the Amazonian forest caused by the climate change.
Canada has always taken its responsibilities as a global citizen to heart in the most remarkable way. Time and again, you have shown your country to be a safe haven to those in need, a respected leader on the world stage, a much-needed voice in advocating for a greener and more sustainable future. And in an era where the global institutions of democracy look distressingly fragile, a model of determination and humanity. Aujourd'hui, plus que jamais, nous
more than
avons
ever,
de
we need
l'esprit d'initiative,
initiatives,
de la compassion et de l'humanité des Canadiens et des Canadiennes. However, as we look to our collective future, as one people sharing one planet, we must find new ways to come to terms with the darker and more difficult aspects of the past, acknowledging, reconciling, and striving to do better. It is a process that starts with listening. I have greatly appreciated the opportunity to discuss with the Governor-General the vital process of reconciliation in this country. Not a one-off act, of course, but an ongoing commitment to healing, respect, and understanding. I know that our visit here this week comes at an important moment, with Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples across Canada committing to reflect honestly and openly on the past and to forge a new relationship for the future. As we begin this Platinum Jubilee visit, which will take us from the newest member of Confederation to among the oldest communities in the North, and to a much-storied capital at the heart of a great nation, my wife and I look forward to listening to you and learning about the future you're working to build. As so often in the history of this country and her people, Canadians have embarked on a journey that demands commitment and courage. My wife and I could hardly be more privileged to travel part of this journey with you, and we are deeply grateful for your warm welcome, which we will carry with us throughout this entire tour. Merci. Thank you. Voilà la liek.